students, in this video we will discuss part 3rd of chapter number 4. After lunch time, Bipin Babu realized that he could not possibly carry on sitting at his desk and working. After taking lunch, Bipin Babu realized that he could not think over this matter anymore. He was uncomfortable thinking about the matter again and again. This had never happened in the 25 years he had been with the firm. Such kind of incident had never happened with him. Throughout 25 years working with the firm. He had been working with the firm for 25 years. He had a reputation for being tireless, conscientious worker, but today his head was whirl. So, Bipin Babu was renowned for doing tireless work, and he was very careful and he used to do very correct work. So, his head was whirling, means it was moving round and round. He could not reach up to the conclusion what to do the next. Back home at 2:30, Bipin Babu lay down in bed and tried to gather his wits together. When Bipin Babu reached at his home at 2:30, he lay down on his bed. He lay down on his bed and he tried to assemble all the memories together. He knew that it was possible to lose one's memory through an injury in the head, but he didn't know of a single instance of someone remembering everything except one particular incident, and a fairly recent and significant one at that. He knew that he had an injury in his head, but it is not possible for a person to forget a particular incident and remembering others very well. He had always wanted to go to Ranchi, to have gone there, done things, and not to remember was something utterly impossible. There was a desire to visit Ranchi in Bipin Babu's heart, but he had never been there. If he had been there, he would have remembered that. At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, "Chunni Babu, sir says it's very important." At 7:30 p.m., Bipin Babu's servant came to him and asked him to meet Chunni Babu and said that Chunni Babu said it was very important to meet with Bipin Babu. Bipin Babu knew that Chunni had come for. And Bipin Babu knew what was the reason of coming Chunni Lal. Chunni Lal had been at school with him. He had been having a rough time lately and had been coming to see him about a job. Chunni Lal was a schoolmate during school time, and Bipin Babu knew that he had been visiting him again and again for getting him a job. Bipin Babu knew it was not possible to do anything for him and in fact told him so. Bipin Babu had told Chunni Lal many a times that it was impossible for him to help. But Chunni kept turning up like a bad penny. But Chunni Lal did not listen and he kept on coming again and again for helping. Bipin Babu sent word that not only was it not possible for him to see Chunni now, but not in several weeks. Through the servant, Bipin Babu sent a message that it would be impossible for Bipin Babu to meet Chunni at that time. But as soon as the servant stepped out of the room, it struck Bipin Babu that Chunni might remember something about the 58 trip. There was no harm in asking him. So as soon as servant moved out of the room to convey the message, it struck in Bipin Babu's mind that Chunni might help him in remembering 1958's trip, and there was no harm in asking him. There was a little hope. Bipin Babu hurried down the stairs and into the living room. Chunni was about to leave, but seeing Bipin Babu's appear, he turned round hopefully. Bipin Babu hurriedly went into the living room, and as Chunni saw him, he turned round in a hope. Bipin Babu didn't beat about the bush. Didn't beat about the bush means came straight to the point. Bipin Babu did not talk about anything else, and he directly asked about the 1958's trip. Listen, Chunni, I want to ask you something. You have a good memory and you have been seeing me off and on for a long time. Just throw your mind back and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 58? Then Bipin Babu asked Chunni to throw his mind back and tell him if they had been to Ranchi in year 1958. Chunni said, 58? It must have been 58, or was it 59? Chunni asked him, in year 1958 or 1959? He wanted to clear it first of all. You are sure that I did go to Ranchi? Then Bipin Babu asked him if he was sure that Chunni Babu had gone to Ranchi in year 1958. Chunni's look of amazement was not unmixed with worry. Chunni was not worried at all. Do you mean I have doubts about having gone at all? Did I go? Do you remember clearly? When Chunni confirmed that Bipin Babu had gone to Ranchi in year 1958, he wanted to confirm it again and again. Chunni sat down on the sofa, fixed Bipin Babu's with a long hard stare and said, Bipin, have you taken to drugs or something? Chunni Lal sat down on the sofa and he gave a hard stare, a hard look at Bipin Babu and asked if he had taken drugs or something else, or any addictive thing. As far as I know, you had a clean record where such things were concerned. I know that old friendship don't mean much to you, but at least you had a good memory. You can't really mean that you have forgotten about the Ranchi trip. Chunni Lal added that that old friendship did not mean much for Bipin Babu. But as he was known for a good memory, Chunni did not expect him to forget about Ranchi trip. Bipin Babu had to turn away from Chunni's incredulous stare. Then Bipin Babu turned away his face from a hard gazing look. Do you remember what my last job was? Asked Chunni Lal. Of course, you worked in a travel agency. Chunni Lal asked Bipin Babu about his last job. Where did he used to work? Then Bipin Babu told him correctly that Chunni Lal worked in a travel agency. Remember that, and you don't remember that it was I who fixed up your railway booking for Ranchi? Chunni Lal told him that you remember about my last working place, but didn't he remember about Ranchi trip? Chunni was the person who had booked his ticket for Ranchi. I went to the station to see you off. One of the fans in your compartment was not working. I got an electrician to fix it. Chunni was the person who had gone to see off Bipin Babu at the station, and at that time compartment's fan was not working and Chunni Lal brought an electrician to repair it. Have you forgotten everything? Whatever is the matter with you? You don't look too well, you know. Chunni Lal asked Bipin Babu if anything wrong was with him. Why he had forgotten about Ranchi trip? Bipin Babu sighed and shook his head. Bipin Babu took a long breath and then he shook his head. He was in complete dilemma. I have been working too hard, he said at last. That must be the reason. Must see about consulting a specialist. Bipin Babu said that for many years he had been working very hard and that may be the reason of forgetting about Ranchi trip. So he should consult a specialist, a doctor for this. Doubtless it was Bipin's condition which made Chunni Lal leave without mentioning anything about a job. At that time, Chunni Lal did not ask about his job and he left the place at that time only. He could see Bipin's conditions very well. Paresh Chandra was a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and a sharp nose. He became thoughtful when he heard about Bipin Babu's symptoms. Bipin Babu consulted a young physician named Paresh Chandra and he had a pair of bright eyes and a sharp nose. The doctor became very careful, very caring when he heard about Bipin's symptoms. Look, Dr. Chanda, said Bipin Babu desperately. You must cure of me this horrible illness. I can't tell you how it is affecting my work. Bipin Babu asked his doctor to cure him. He said that he was suffering from a horrible disease and the disease was affecting his work. Dr. Chanda shook his head. You know what, Mr. Chaudhary, he said, I have never had to deal with a case such as yours. Then Dr. Chanda said that he had never dealt with such case in his life ever. Frankly, this is quite outside my field of experience. But I have one suggestion. I don't know if it will work, but it's a worth a try I can do. It can do no harm. Doctor said that it was out of his experience, but he wanted to give a suggestion and said that it would do no harm to him. Bipin Babu leaned forward anxiously. To listen doctor's words, Bipin Babu leaned towards the doctor and he leaned anxiously, worriedly. As far as I can make out, said Dr. Chanda, and I think you are of the same opinion, you must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, the entire episode has slipped out of your mind. The doctor said that you must have been to Ranchi. Bipin Babu must have been to Ranchi, but due to some reason, this incident had slipped out of his mind. What I suggest is you to go to Ranchi once again. Dr. Chanda suggested Bipin Babu to visit Ranchi once more so that he could recall the visit of 1958. The sight of the place may remind you of your trip. This is not possible. More than that, I can't do at the moment. He said that it is possible if Bipin Babu see the place again, he would recall the things. And beyond this, nothing was possible for Dr. Chanda. More than that, I am prescribing a nerve tonic and a tranquilizer. Sleep is essential or the symptoms will get more pronounced. And then he prescribed a tranquilizer. It is a medicine to reduce stress and anxiety, and a nerve tonic. As a sound sleep is very essential for a person, he prescribed a tranquilizer for Bipin Babu. Bipin Babu felt somewhat better the next morning. After taking the medicines, Bipin Babu felt somewhat comfortable than the previous day. After breakfast, he rang up his office, gave some instructions and then procured a first class ticket for Ranchi for the same evening. Bipin Babu rang up his office and then he gave some instructions and then with a little difficulty he booked a first class ticket for Ranchi to visit there as it was suggested by Dr. Chanda. Thank you.